Now, John Furlong, as you know, passed away in February. He was 94 years old. He started his work as an angel of Bessborough, as they were known, when he was still in his teens. Because he lived here. He lived nearby in Ballinaur cottages, so they knew what was going on over the wall. There was about 10 of them, and they were all very, very young. And they were known as the Angels of Bessborough. And what they did was they helped some of the girls to escape and get them on the Innisfallen. And it was a very well-organised little undercover operation that only since John passed, and people have been telling me more about him. It was actually fascinating. There's a Netflix documentary at very, very least. So when they knew that someone was trying to make the boat, the guard's bicycle would somehow vanish. It was either John Furlong or one of the other lads took the bike and hid it. So the guard had no way of transport. The girl would make her way out. There was another trick there, because there was a big wall, and some of the bricks from the wall were a bit loose, so they'd fall to give the girls a step up over John Furlong again. And the gang were doing this. And there was a spotter. One of them was actually working in the farm and was a spotter for the group. So they'd know a girl who needed particular help, and they'd work to get her out. So the missing bike, and the bike always returned afterwards. Just as soon as the Innisfallen pulled out past Roach's Point, the bike mysteriously reappeared. The nuns, you see, would have reported to the guards, but there was no bike. And this happened with loads and loads of women. And then, of course, when you'd get to the boat, the alert had been raised, so the guards might be there looking to see anyone who shouldn't be getting on the boat. So a couple of the lads would often start a fight. They'd start flaking one another down at the dock to take the guards' attention off who was getting on the boat. So the guards stuck up onto the boat. John Furlong and the Angels of Bessborough. And he did this for many, many years. And then in Fishguard, they had arranged someone to meet the girl and take her to safety, to a place of safety where no one would say a word to her. And a lot of people would like to say Muilabacus to John and the Angels, but he passed away. I only ever met him a couple of times. He was a lovely, lovely man. And those stories have only emerged, really, since he passed away. The robbing of the guard's bike and the little bit of wall that miraculously would fall over and help them climb over it. But you know, it gives me an opportunity to mention something. With the guards that used to be alerted, you know, the nuns would ring the guards. And there was a young guard in Cork in 1961 or 2. I wouldn't be sure on the year now. But he wasn't long in Cork at the time, and he wasn't long in the guards either. But one Friday night, it was a desperately cold, bitter winter's night, and the phone rang and the sergeant picked up the phone. Yes, sister. Sister, straight away, sister, no problem. Yeah, absolutely, sister, no problem. Thank you, sister. Put the phone down. There's one of the girls gone. And of course, the young guard said, will we get the car? We won't, said the sergeant. We'll make a cup of tea, and we'll have the tea, and then we'll get the car. And the young guard said, what, have we not to go? Sit down there now, drink your tea. And that other young guard was my father. So that story stays with me.